Alright, so we have this graph here, and there's a couple things to notice on this graph. We have a point here at 0, 0. We have a point over here at 60, 0. And then up at the very top here, I know it's kind of hard to see on here, but this was 600, this was 800. So that means 700 has to be here in the middle. And up here where this point is at 900. And it's over 30. So 30, 900 is another point. And this graph has to do with fixed perimeters of rectangles. So each one of these points is a length of a rectangle and the area of a rectangle. So we could find as many points as we want to on here and figure out different lengths and areas that make this up. But really, we only care about a few things. What's the fixed perimeter for the rectangles of this graph? So to do this, you could take any of your options, any of the points on here, and think about what that means. The very top one says 30, 900, which means if I have a length of 30, I have an area of 900. So draw yourself a rectangle. If I have 30 here, what does my other length or my other side have to be, my width, in order to get an area of 900? It has to be 30 also. And remember that up at the top, this vertex part is always a square. So you don't have to think too hard about that. You know it's going to be a square. The length and width are going to be exactly the same. And then because it's a square, we know that these sides are also 30. So if we add all those up, the perimeter would be 30 plus 30 plus 30 plus 30, or 120 meters. And remember, you can get this from any other point that you want to find on here. So like this point right here has a length of 20 and an area of 800. So if we were to think about this, a length of 20 and I want to get 800. So what would you have to multiply 20 by to get 800? Well, it would have to be 40. And then because it's a rectangle, we know those other two sides, and we can do 20 plus 40 plus 20 plus 40, and we still get 120. And remember, that works for every single point on there. So then if we want an equation, remember that our equation always looks like area equals length times half of our perimeter cut in two, minus the length. Perimeter cut in two minus the length. So in order to find that, we know what the perimeter is. That's 120. We can write that it's length times 60 minus length. That will be our area. And then remember that 60 is also from your other x-intercept here. That will happen every single time.